6,000. It's a big number. What does this number stand for? This represents how many fewer hours a student from a low-income family has spent learning when compared to his or her middle-class counterparts. This number is crazy. Well, how does this happen? If we take the number of hours middle-class parents read to their children, preschool, sports, extracurriculars, camps, zoos, museums, add them all together, we arrive at 6,000 more hours for middle-class students. And I'm a math teacher. And who is this guy? Well, that's me too. Clay Jessen, approximately 30 years ago, living in the country, fishing, loving nature, having confidence, wearing some sweet socks. My goal is to bring my love of nature to my students. That's why my master plan is this: to engage diverse, low-income students in environmental education in order to develop their voices in the community. And how am I going to attack the 6,000 hours problem? I'm going to provide multiple and recurring opportunities, both in class and out of class. This includes service learning, enrichment days, field trips, interdisciplinary units, photography club, and domestic and international travel with students. Students will feel empowered by cleaning up trash in their community on a nature hike. Here are my students working together, having fun, no fear of getting wet. They want to make their community a better place. Over the course of 3 enrichment days during the last school year, we picked up 60 total bags of trash from the Sanderson Gulch Trail near Coots-Miller Creative Arts Academy. As you can see, students in this photo are proud, and they should be. Students will also participate in more service learning through the planting of trees at KCAA and in Harvey Park. High-energy students that may occasionally have behavior problems in the traditional classroom have shown increased focus when participating in service learning. This past year on May 26, students, teachers, Denver Parks and Rec staff, as well as parents and community members worked together to plant 30 trees. The goal is to plant more trees every spring and even send trees home with students to plant with their families. In order to do this, I will need to create partnerships and build relationships over time. This list is huge and this will not be easy, but I have identified partners that also believe in the mission of bringing environmental education to students. Students will take a trip to the bird banding station at the Audubon Society. They will also visit Denver Zoo to learn about adaptations and be exhibit engineers. They will learn through observation, inquiry, research, and data collection. A student on the bird banding field trip this year asked me, "Mister, are these plants real?" First my jaw dropped, and then I shouted, "Yes." This was an amazing reminder that these diverse low-income urban students need as many opportunities as possible to get out into nature. Students will return to the classroom to participate in real-world math and science. They will use programs like Google Spreadsheets and YouTube to analyze their data, prepare graphs, present their results. This is a screenshot of actual student work. Florian Schultz from the International League of Conservation Photographers says, "Photography can connect with people in an instant, absolutely, with one single image. There's the connection. Across all languages around the world, this immediate connection." I will bring photography to my students through enrichment days and through an after-school photography club. Students will learn observation skills, develop an appreciation for nature, get some exercise, and take amazing photos. Like these. Here's a collage of photos taken by my students on the nature hike and trash cleanup enrichment days. Students are using technology like camera phones and iPads in productive and positive ways and sharing their love of nature with their families. Richard Louv, author of Last Child in the Woods, says this: "An environment-based education movement at all levels of education will help students realize that school isn't supposed to be a polite form of incarceration, but a portal to a wider world." My photography students will travel through this portal and connect online with students from New Mexico, expanding their perspective and introducing them to new cultures. They will trade photos, stories, and experiences, and will travel to meet in person at the Rio Mora National Wildlife Refuge. Students from lower income families need opportunities like these to see the world and develop a global understanding. My students and I will travel to Costa Rica to participate in environmental education and service learning projects. And I close with a quote from Mandy Dillard, who says, "How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. My students and nature are both important to me, and this is how I will spend my days. Thank you.